Now, I've been talking about the buyer's journey for quite a while now. I've written about it. I've had videos about it. Maybe you don't know what it is. That's okay. We're going to talk about it right now. First of all, motivation. Your prospect, the buyer, feels a dissatisfaction between his current state and his desired state. What they're saying is something's out of kilter. I don't feel 100% right. I don't have homeostasis. How do I there's a place that I want to be. There's this desired future state, this ideal place that I want to get to. I'm looking up and I can see it, but I'm not there right now. Second step is investigation. Your customer investigates and defines the cause of the dissatisfaction, and then they prioritize their needs and wants. Okay, what do I really need? What do I want? And what is the hierarchy of this? How does it fit into my overall picture? The next step is solution. Now that we have defined what our needs or wants, now that we understand what the cause of our dissatisfaction is, now we want to figure out what's available to solve that. What are the goods and services, and let's measure them against those needs and wants. I know that I believe anyway, that the source of my dissatisfaction is this. Here's what's available. Is this going to fix my problem? Is this going to ease my pain? The next step is evaluation. Price and terms are defined and presented. How much does it cost? Does it present good value? Can I afford it? Does it make sense for me to do? And then the final step is the decision phase. The customer decides to buy or not buy. And now your customer needs to understand what your plan is for easing their pain, for resolving their dissatisfaction, steering them to that desired future state, and they need to understand the advantages in doing so. Here's a couple of changes, in my opinion. And by the way, we would overlay this with presentations in the past, but I'm going to recommend a couple of changes to you from the conventional presentation. First of all, we used to talk about features features and benefits. This what I'm about to say is so ingrained into me, I almost slipped and said it to you. We talk about features and benefits. Mr. Customer, here's what my stuff does. Here's how it will benefit you. I want you to start thinking in terms of advantages. Advantages, by the way, is an old term from high school and collegiate debate that I used to use, and I think is more relevant now. An advantage is how this makes you better than the status quo. It makes you better than your current state. So instead of thinking in terms of benefits, think in terms of plan. Here's my plan for resolving your situation. By the way, I like the phrase, here's my plan. I would recommend leading a presentation by saying, here's my plan. Show them what it is that you think they ought to buy to relieve that dissatisfaction, and say, here are the advantages. Here's how you are better for adopting my plan, for buying my stuff. And by the way, your plan can include things other than buying your stuff. Here's my plan for doing this. Here is how you're going to reap some advantages over it. That is a great persuasive process. And again, when your customer just wants a price, try to back them up with those powerful questions. And then in the plan, by the way, it's okay to validate and say, yep, you have picked exactly the right product, and here's the advantages of buying that product, and here's the advantages of buying it from me. Then launch into your price. But your customer needs to understand what your plan is for solving their problem, for easing their pain. If you are an owner or manager of a company, scan the QR code for your free sales strategy review.